Woohoo.
All right, it looks like we're live. Cool.
Yay.
Wow. Really, really good show. I think I need to get myself on Twitch though, guys. Can you imagine? I have not made it on right just yet. I mean, I'm ashamed. I should just like log out now. I'm ashamed.
You promised. You made a promise.
We
You
get
like, I
on.
promise.
This is an ongoing thing. What is going on?
I know. I need. To, I. You know. I don't. I. It's a. I don't know. I. It's. I think it's. I think I need therapy. I think I have to.
You're having a Twitch block.
So sorry. Yeah, a psychological block. I'm putting on myself there. I got to
But
do
you're
it.
doing all of your online events and stuff. I see you like you've been working pretty frequently, right? Is that stuff just is it too much to juggle right now?
Yeah, you know what it is. It's the marketing and the behind the scenes. I think to try to do, you know, when you're trying to book, you know, paid events and stuff like that. It's a different thing. Twitch, you can set your own schedule and kind of do your thing. It's good, you know, but the good thing is you keep yourself relevant. So that's exactly why we're doing this show right now. You know, it's an important feature to keep yourself relevant. But it looks like we're ready to get the show started and teach everyone else how to keep themselves relevant on Twitch. And then you guys can kind of berate me live on person here. So what's up, everybody? I'm DJ Keelez. We're here with another QSC Play Out Loud female DJ discussion. I am DJ Keelez out of Los Angeles. I specialize in high energy, super fun weddings, private events, corporate functions, and now virtual events. I am here with some amazing female DJs based all over. We have KrisCut, Ohla, and AK-47. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and let you know a little more. So let's get started with our newest person on the panel, Ohla. Let us know where you're from, a little more about yourself.
Sure. So I go by the name of Ohla. I'm originally from Ohio, but I've been in California, SoCal for about 10 and a half years. I've been a DJ professionally for about 6.5 years, but I did start DJing like 10 plus years ago. And in terms of like what type of music I play, I'm open format. My heart does beat for R&B and soul though, but I can play anything. And yeah, I'm happy to be on the panel for the first time, and hopefully this goes well.
You know, technology, man. If 2020 has taught us everything, as life doesn't go quite as you expect. Same with things. So we love you either way. So we got you. No worries.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So KrisCut, let us know a little more about yourself.
So I'm KrisCut. This is my third time, obviously part 3. I'm residing in Las Vegas, but I'm from Southern California originally. Yeah, I've been on Twitch for quite a while, like me. I feel like time is creeping by really quickly. I can't believe it's already been months and months. So I see all my chat fam, the KrisCut fries, showing up in the chat. I see you guys, Sister Bird, Angie, Confusion, all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, I'm KrisCut, and I can't wait to talk some more with you guys.
Yeah, always good to have you and your KrisCut fries in the audience. We always appreciate it.
I love that.
AK-47, she's out here with her bullets.
Hey, let's go.
What's up, you guys? I'm AK-47. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I currently reside in Los Angeles, California. I, too, am an open format DJ, she-J, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I like it.
I've been on Twitch since September. So 4 or 5 months now so far. So, yeah, still considered kind of a new booty. I see one of my bullets in the chat. Steven Alexander, what up though? Good to see you. Glad to be back. Glad to have Ohla, my sister from Scratch Academy, here with us. So this should be dope. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to have you guys here. And yeah, that's exactly. Ohla, I'm familiar with you from networking events, and I've seen you around. But actually, AK-47, I was like, oh, who's some cool people that you've seen on Twitch lately? And she reminded you, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing Twitch. So I was like, we're all connected.
So sweet, appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah. She definitely. See the give back. It's so dope to be able to like be able to do that for people when they've done that for you. Like we all know the journey for the jobs in real life is loco. So Ohla's suggested me for a few things, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, client stuff doesn't pan out, but I really wanted her. She's like, I am barely on Twitch. I'm like, girl, I feel like all the perspectives, like the middle, the season, the beginning, like all the conversations are important. You know what I mean? Because if somebody out there that hasn't started yet, that's sitting on this panel that shall remain nameless, that maybe you'll motivate you to hop on.
I feel like I should get out of here. No, hey, it's so true. Oh, you're a step ahead of me, and it is what it is. So, and everybody's at a different level, and this is why I've been doing these series, because I think Twitch is really important nowadays, and staying relevant when everybody's at home, and it's a whole thing, and not everybody has the opportunity to do virtual events, and so it's good to keep yourself out there. But also, it's there's people who are hiring DJs and they use Twitch for their corporate functions, so it's a good thing to learn and be a step ahead of the game. So I've seen you. You've been killing it. I think you have a couple hundred followers now and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so you're better than me. I'm still in double digits.
Trying to make it.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe you'll get some more tips and tricks, and we'll step your game up.
Absolutely, I'm here for it.
It's like AK over there,
I know. I'm trying to get like her. I'm trying. Okay.
Trying to get one of these KrisCut fries. Okay. Please, girl.
It's so funny. Somebody in the chat box just said, if I see another old fat dude crab scratching or spiked haired dude fist pounding techno, and then you got a little but I mean, it's true. So that's exactly why we have these female DJ panels. It's really just because we want to shed light to another side of the industry. And again, we're not knocking the male DJs. I have a lot of male DJ friends. Prop to you, male DJs. But let's keep it about female DJs. We add a different element to the game. We're naturally better at everything. No,
we pay attention to detail. I think it's because we pay attention to detail. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, the scratching and all of that stuff is super cool, but sometimes people just want to hear the song. They don't want to see you do all these tricks and lasers and screaming and doing it. They just want to hear, girls just want to have fun, and they want to dance with their eyes closed and have their drinks and just vibe out. So I feel like women, we kind of pay attention. We read the room. You know what I mean? We pay attention.
And that's important too. And sometimes it's like even when you play a song, like sometimes you don't play the full song, but sometimes it's nice to fade it out, and then sometimes you write it out. Sometimes they want to sing the whole chorus and all that stuff. So it's important to pay attention and everything like that. And no offense to the melody, sometimes you guys are just going way too quick for me. It's like, okay, one more. You're like, all right, I guess we're here now. Let's do this. But again, we love all DJs, and we're here to help all DJs. So no offense to the guys out there, ladies, men, non-binary, however you identify, you feel free to reach out in that chat box, and we are here for you. But with that being said, let's pop into our Twitch discussion, because when I have KrisCut, AK, and now Ohla here, I want to get as much knowledge as I can, because I mean, you ladies are killing the game, and it's amazing. I mean, AK, every time she comes in here, she has like new graphics that I'm like, well, I mean, and KrisCut too, but the AK over here, all different things. It's amazing. So with that being said, let's recap a little bit on what we're talking about, which, speaking of graphics, that was actually one of the first things we were talking about last time, was equipment, graphics, and everything like that. So for the audience and the people here, give us a quick rundown of what everybody is using. Oh, Ohla, are you doing any sort of graphics or anything yet in your streams?
No graphics. Listen, I'm a newbie, and I think that's what took me so long to get on Twitch, was because I didn't know how to do anything. So I was getting some doing some research and everything. I asked AK, she got me connected with Chris, and so my stuff is bare bones right now, but I'm using Canva as my background, basically doing my own designs in Canva. And then I have my webcam. I have lights, I have little lights. I can change the mood when it's later at night, and I'll change my scene depending on like what the theme is. But other than that, I'm pretty much kind of just I'm new. So you're not gonna get too many frills with me, but the music is where I'm at with it. Letting the music speak,
That's the most important thing, really. I mean, I think I've seen people with no graphics, and I'm actually watching them like, I'm just like looking at the skill. So it's interesting. I mean,
one day I'll get it.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, one day I'll get my green screen and stuff together. I am aspiring to that for sure.
You and me both. The only thing I got is my green light. That's the closest I have behind me. So hopefully I'll get the screen at one point.
The green
light. That's awesome. Cool. So perfect. So moving on, AK, since you have all these amazing graphics, what are you using?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Like, this is getting crazy. The thing about Twitch is that you kind of get sucked into this vortex. Like Ohla was saying, when I started, I just had like an overlay with just a border. So you can still see what the background was, and I would just be like, oh, I'm just going to put my plants and my records in the shot, and we're just going to go from there. So it's interesting, like the more people you watch and the more things that you see, you begin to be able to think bigger, well, what could I do, or how could I upgrade, not necessarily copying what someone else does, you know what I mean? Because you don't really know the thought process behind why they're doing what they're doing. Like you can mimic like the movements or the stuff, but you don't know like the whole thought process of why they're presenting their channel the way that it is. So I just have gotten inspired over time, and I've just wanted more stuff. I'm like, oh, you can send me snacks on the stream. Sign me up for that. In outer space. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. Like just kind of playing around with it. So use a Canon, have a webcam, got a bunch of lighting. Like I've been buying stuff since I started streaming too. Stream decks and using OBS, and like I utilize all of the stuff. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that I know how to work all the stuff. So I have my partner that does a lot of my production, but it gets to be it's been really fun just kind of like figuring out and coming up with these ideas of camera angles, and let me get another iPad. Like I've been buying so much stuff. So the money that we're making on Twitch is definitely being recycled into the stream. That's for sure.
That's how you gotta spend money to make money. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And we actually have somebody in the chat box from Zimbabwe who's asking what lighting do you recommend for live stream?
I would say start out with a ring light. You know what I mean?
Yep,
that's kind of what most of us do. If you want to get into some more lighting, I wouldn't like go crazy, because you kind of got to figure out how the natural light is in your space. If any natural light will come in to cause interference with your green screen and your lighting. So you kind of got to play with it a little bit. The settings on your camera, if you're using like a Canon, a regular camera, or just a webcam, or if you're streaming on your phone, like all of these things are factors. So I guess you would just have to know kind of what the space is that you're working in, what you're using to stream with, and then you could kind of go from there. But just as an easy fix, I would start with a ring light. We could start there, and you would probably be good to go with a ring light.
Yeah. So it's absolutely single ring light, and then just make sure any windows are behind you are closed. I think that's what you don't realize is that you have.
Yeah, I kind of went wrong with that. I'm like, no, the natural light, and then the light on me, and it was like, you look crazy. So go ahead and close the light.
Yeah, the light in front of you is
there's spots all over you. That's not the vibe. So yeah, it's a little bit of trial and error with the lights there. Because as DJs, I feel like we want to sprinkle lights on everything. It's like Parmesan cheese. Right. We're like, give us light.
More and more. We're like, right. Yeah. No, absolutely. And you can get really good effect with just a good ring light. And then, somebody mentioned in the chat box too with color temperature controls. Most of them have like cool, warm, and then you can blend cool and warm. So based on your skin tone, you just got to figure it out. I've learned that. That's the one contribution for my day. So I'm good. I can leave now. But I have learned that definitely depending, on your skin tone and everything like that, it matters. And I didn't realize like how washed out I am on some things. And I'm like, oh wait, I look here, and it's been a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she froze. Like lighting is definitely a big factor. Oh, did we get it is BB frozen?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll talk about our experience with lighting. It gets really hot, by the way, with a lot of lighting.
Woo.
So yes, that
I remember you were telling me when you had on your costume how hot it was, KrisCut.
Yeah.
With the costume on and the lights.
I was in a green suit for Halloween. I was like an invisible woman, and I had a wig on, and I had like the green over my face. It was like 110 degrees in my costume.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Am I back here? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Boy, my heart dropped. You know what? This Wi-Fi is killing me. It's a whole thing. You gotta get your internet in check, everybody. It's a whole thing. I'm telling you.
Practice internet. Invest.
Yeah, it matters. So, anyway, again, look, Ohla, I told you I was here giving you a pep talk, and look at me, I'm over here sweating. All right,
it happens.
Cool. So yeah, awesome. So that kind of covers it. So we'll move on to the next topic here. Now, I feel like I got thrown off. I'll be honest. I don't even know what's happening right now. I gotta take a shot real quick. No. Right. The last thing we were recapping from them is going to be chat box managed too. And that's actually no, we had KrisCut. We found out what KrisCut is using. I didn't touch base with her. I know, yeah, a lot of similar. But if you want to put some input there.
Oh yeah, I'm still using the Logitech C920 we've had for a few years already, and green screen. I'm using OBS Studio, constantly learning new things about that. Like really cool. This is where you can follow me. It'll show up on this screen. We just pictured like this kind of stuff. Like learning new things constantly on OBS, and just trying to keep up with everything. It is a full production. People don't realize. Not only am I trying to play music, I'm like running like 6 different things behind me.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
Preach.
it's crazy. Yeah. So I'm running I'm watching the chat. I'm running a game. I actually added like a game show type like words things on my stream. We're running raffles. There's like so much into it. Like it can get very overwhelming, and we talked about like how so for Ola and BP, you guys, I want you guys to never feel discouraged. There are a ton of successful DJs with just a camera like you guys. The fact is they just jumped on and they did it. And I don't want people to think you need all this and that. We don't want you guys to be overwhelmed. Even if you want to stream yourself cooking, you put up your phone, get a ring light, So people are streaming, like even, people that aren't like just do it. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like I feel like some people are like overthinking it because they go on, they see all these awesome like production values of other streamers, but what you really got to do is focus on yourself and what can you give. Do you have a great personality? Like some of the higher viewers I see, I mean the streamers with higher viewers just have that camera with the nice lighting and angle.
Gotcha.
Changing colors. Okay, so yeah, see, and there's always little things that happen on stage, but the whole thing is just make sure that when you start, just do you. Really important is just the internet and the camera, and the connection where you like directly
and the music.
Yeah, and the music. Yeah,
that sound quality is a big thing.
Sound quality,
Yes.
that's very important. Is the sound quality. I've heard other streamers get reamed because they have the ambient sound where it's not connected directly, and people are so spoiled on Twitch. Honestly, and I'm like, I really agree. You gotta, whatever you need to like make sure that sound is important. So.
Yeah, and I just want to add one thing. You said the internet too, and somebody said one word, Ethernet. I hear you, and not to cut you out, but I was just on an Ethernet connection when that happened, and it fixed it by going on Wi-Fi. So I'm going to put out here Ethernet.
The universe is trying to play you.
It really is. Dang.
Now to Jay Tantra in the chat. We saw you. Jay Tantra said that he does a music festival for female DJs, so he's wanted to get our attention on that. And DJ RTX, I see you.
What up, RTX?
Hi, RTX. Hi. Yeah. So yeah, definitely the good music is key, but people are really there for you. Besides the music, they're there for you as well. Like, they want to hang out with you, and like I feel like I've met like awesome friends that come to my room. I could expect to see them all the time. If not all the time, so just remember,
it's a personality thing, Ola. So it's like,
you
do whatever your stream. You don't have to do anything. You do you. You know what I mean? If you're standing there and you have no overlay or whatever, people come there for your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So your vibe is your vibe, and people are gonna gravitate to. Like I follow a lot of different people, and it's a full range of production to no production, and the sets are still fire. People are still pulling up. It's not all the bells and whistles. I don't really think that it's about that. I think that the people are there for you and however you present your channel, and they're just gonna roll with it. A lot of times they don't even notice some of the stuff. They're like, hey, if the music is good, then it's a vibe. Like I am so KrisCut, I'm always like amazed of how you can keep track of everything that you have. People are gambling. People are winning stuff. You have to keep
really? Okay, I gotta check out. Okay.
It's like if you are like, you cannot be frazzled coming in KrisCut's channel because it's a lot happening. Okay. The club is packed. The people are there. The fries are being cooked. We're drinking, we're dancing, we're laughing, we're playing games. It's going up. Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot. And if not, there are people who look for just the chill streamers that they just want to hear the music and not too much talking. There is something for everybody.
Gotcha.
And it's not, like, and as streamers, we can't get butt hurt too. We do get those trolls that are like, oh, you should talk less, or And I'm like, well, I let, like, somebody did that to me the other week, like, you should talk less. And I go, you know what?
Ooh.
My stream is just like a just chatting, and we come here to hang out. So,
Yeah.
there's other places you can go. I said it like that. Of
Yeah.
course, we get butt hurt. Like, I wasn't butt hurt, but I was like, oh, another one of, know the channel and the community you're getting into. Like,
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that. Like, people go
Right.
from one channel to another expecting just float in and see what the vibe is there and respect the room. You know what I'm saying? Read the room. Don't have an expectation of what KrisCut is doing on AK's channel and what AK is doing on Ola's channel. It's like, just respect what's going on in the room. And if it's not for you, then you can gracefully tap out. But KrisCut, did you always, how did you layer on the stuff that you have? Like, were you always straight out the gate, like, I want to do games, I want to do this? Or was it just over time you kind of felt out your people and just developed? Or how did you come up with most of the stuff that you have going?
Yeah, so it was more about what can I do differently from other channels, and we all try to evolve and stick out a little bit more, do something different. Like, I just started, like, I always shout out my friend DJ Darth Vader. If it wasn't for him, we realized that there was, like, that words on stream where, like, the whole community can throw words at, like, where it's all scrambled up, the letters are all scrambled up on your phone. You guys ever played that, like, Words with Friends or whatever? You can do that in my channel now as a redemption kind of thing. Like, and my just the expectation of my channel is they know when they come in, they're there to, like, have a good time, to jamble, not gamble, because it's not, for money. So we say gambling. So, in trouble. It's like no real money involved. It's a fast paced channel, and they've come to expect that. So, like, there are some times where I want to do like a more chill stream, but it just really depends on how I'm feeling. I feel out the chat room. Just knowing, it's like Cheers the bar, just knowing familiar names in your channel will always pop up. Yeah.
Everybody knows your name, right?
Yeah, where everyone knows your name. Cheers. Yeah.
And somebody was saying that somebody in the chat box just said that if they don't like it, they can move on to the next stream that fits their personality. And I think that's important too for everything. It's you got not everybody's your cup of tea, right? So that's the thing.
Right.
It's the whole thing. So, but I'm back. So again, I wanted to just bring up troubleshooting. That's a whole thing. I think there's some internet construction happening here. So your girl's on a Wi-Fi hotspot. So let's hope I don't lose out here. But AK, you're my backup. If I see you carrying this real good. So if anything happens, you got my back. I know that. Cool. But awesome. So I love the way that you guys were just hopping right into that chat box, talk and everything like that. So I mean, it's crazy the stuff that people say and do when they're not even the DJs, right? When they're just watching you and they just feel like bold, even when you're DJing live. Like, we all have that stereotype too, and they're just like, nobody's dancing, and you're like, yeah, well, God, it happens. Tired, it happens. It's not my fault, And those instantly, like, the dance floor would have just cleared, and they're like, look, and you're like, dude, it just happened. Even digitally, I guess it still exists, right? So that's so funny. So speaking of chat box, I know there's like emotes and channel subscriptions that all go together, which happen in the chat box. So let's talk a little bit about that for people who might not know, because I try to understand every single time we've talked about this, and I'm kind of getting it a little more. But I know emotes are the little, like, custom smileys and everything like that. And I don't know if people watching know that those are actually, hand put together by the people doing the channels. They're customizing these bad boys and everything like that. So, KrisCut, I know you have tons of followers and you're really good, with your emotes. And I actually, AK is too, but let's start with you. Let us know a little bit about that and how somebody gets started with, customizing their emotes and doing that.
Okay, so if you're a beginning streamer, you don't start off right away. You don't get emotes if you just stream on occasion. You actually have to hit that level of affiliate. And what that means is you streamed a certain amount of hours. It's very easy to get affiliate, to be honest. Over a period of 30 days, 8 hours, 7 different days, 3 average viewers, right?
Yeah.
Once you get that, you get to apply for affiliate. And what affiliate does, it monetizes your channel. So you fill out your tax forms, so they could send you that, end of the year tax thing. And then you start it with one emote. So one emote, right? AK-47 knows this, right? So you're like, what one thing, what one thing did I want to put as an emote? And for me, like, I was like, you kind of want your emote to be something that will be used across all channels. Right? Because who's going to put if you put your face, right? The only time people are going to use your face is if they're actually like in your channel, or they're saying hi to you. So mine was Lumpia Power because I'm Filipino. So my first emote was Lumpia Power. And then as you gain subscribers, you actually attain more emote slots. So I think 15 subscribers is like 2, and then 25 is 3 emotes, and so on. And the max is 5 when you're affiliate. When you become partner, you can get up to 50 emotes based on how many active subscribers you get.
Wow.
So for me, luckily for us, we are at I think like 25 emotes. Not just basic like the first tier level. I know this might sound a little strange to people, but like what the emotes are is basically just expressions of the streamer that you can use. Like some streamers have like hi, or like for me, like my first 5 were like Lumpia Power, and then a thumbs up of my husband because he's always like the techie person, and then like one was my face, and then another so on. It's like our forms of expression. Like I like AK's. Hers are all color coordinated. And she has her face, and then pew pew pew. It's a bop. And, like so, and then her logo. So it varies. And as a viewer, if you're just watching, you say, "How do I support my fellow streamer?" You would subscribe to their channel, and you would have use of their emotes for a month. I'm sorry. So a month. Yeah. And so that's how that works. The emotes are a form of, giving another incentive for like viewers, subscribers to hang out in your channel. They get that set of emotes. So it's nice to have like universal, like happy face or hug emotes. Because what happens is when you go into other channels, people will use that. They're like, "Oh, that's a cute like Hello Kitty emote. Whose is that?" And they click it, and they'll get, they can go to your page and check out who you are. And then maybe you'll get a new follower or a new subscriber, even if they like Hello Kitty. Should I subscribe to my friends? I was like, "Oh my god, Hello Kitty!" And then I $5 to use his Hello Kitty for a month. You know what I mean? So that's how that works as far as emotes. And like I said, when you get partner, you unlock them based on the amount of subscribers. So like for me, like we're kind of close to getting another emote slot unlocked, but at the same time, subscriptions expire every day. Right? Some people decide they don't want to renew, or they get gifted a subscription. So, like basically, it's just other milestones for your channel as on the partner level, as at least. But like I said, on the regular, like you start off with a 1, work your way up to 5, and then other reward things. So things like that also, pan out. Yeah, collecting emotes is a thing. I admit I'm an emote hoarder. Like if I see one, I'm like,
and you get attached to your emotes too. You're like, wait, where's my blend? My blend emote. What the hell is happening here?
Absolutely.
Totally be getting attached to emotes. I have favorites.
We have favorites. So yeah. And Brandon's and mine's like, let's go. Collecting emotes, it's definitely can be addicting, and it could be very expensive, to be honest.
Oh my God, let's not go there. I had to put myself on a Twitch budget with the buying bits. It was getting too crazy. Like I was like, you're buying bits at the beginning of the month. Once they're gone, you are not to buy bits until the first of the next month, because it was like getting so crazy for me. I was like, girl, you have to slow down. So I put myself now on a strict bits diet.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Brandon Blaine, that's my friend DJ Darth. Oh my God, why am I blanking out on your DJ name, Darth Vader? You're the reason why we have that word game now, is because I was stuck in his channel before a stream. I was taking a nap. I was trying to take a nap, and I go, "What is this? This is my favorite game," and he was playing it on the stream. So shout out to him, Darth Vader. Oh my God, you're the reason why now we're like even more Team No Sleep. We like streamed on Sunday, and it went like we played that game for like 3 or 4 hours on my stream. So yeah, shout out to you. I give you so much credit. I'm like, if it wasn't for Darth Vader, we would not be playing this game right now. Shout out to you for making us addicted. But I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's intense. Twitch is crazy intense. But yeah, these emotes are amazing, and some DJs have like 50 because they've had that many subscribers. I think you have to have a certain amount of subscribers. So if you see a DJ with like 20 emotes, know that they have like maybe they at one point hit like I don't know, like 800 or 1,000 subscribers in 1 month, which is awesome.
That's
awesome. Crazy. I'm like, wow, that's a bit much. Yeah.
Yeah. But they fall off every day, like we said. So subscriptions fall off every day. So that's why it's really awesome. As an imbibing DJ on my stream, I do drink on my stream.
I do too.
Like, yeah, see, so it's really nice sometimes.
I'm
Like
about to start
when
drinking now with the internet issues. I'm going to be honest. Here, technical issues happen, sir. Okay, I hear you. Call me out all you want, but Lord help me, I'm getting drunk afterwards. Okay. Anyway, I'm calling myself out, but I'm just
happy hour somewhere.
It sure is.
yeah, he's like, I need a drink. Go grab yourself a Truly. Okay, so
I'm going to grab a couple. Anyway, sorry.
yeah. So I was saying like the subscription part, which is really cool, is what people tend to do for the DJs especially, is they gift subs to the channel as a way of showing appreciation and kind of like buying a shot for the channel for
Yeah,
the community.
it's so
'Cause,
crazy. I had somebody
yeah,
come to my stream and buy 500
yes,
subscriptions.
Wow.
yes,
It was
I saw that and we were like, I
Wow.
think this the word was
crazy.
That's crazy.
insane.
It's like I'm everywhere. Everyone has a piece of me. Now I'm just
Yeah,
passing around in the
Hey, no, I love it. I love that. That's awesome. Somebody has a question. They said, when did the followers start to increase for you guys? They're asking from a small fry perspective. So who wants to take on that answer? You can feel free to. I'll open-end it to anybody who.
I'm still a small fry, so I want to know too.
That's DJ RTX. Shout out to DJ RTX. He's not a small fry. He's moving up there. For me, the followers, I can't even really remember what was happening with the followers. It seems kind of blurry because once the stuff starts picking up momentum, you're kind of like, wow, this is super weird. Because I tell you what, as a female DJ in real life, the obstacles, and any DJ, not just for females, but it's very clicky, that's why I was so excited about, and all the ladies who participated in this, like the DJ City thing, that's why I was so excited about that, because a lot of the stuff is just like, nope, this is only for us. This is the only group or only bubble that can get these jobs or do this stuff. And if you're not part of the group or the bubble, then you can't play. So the interesting thing about Twitch is that a lot of times I just wasn't feeling seen as a DJ. For me, myself, I feel like I'm a good DJ. You know what I mean? No one freaking knows me. Although I'm booking jobs and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, like, no one knows who I am. I don't have a whole bunch of followers on Instagram and this and that. So to transition into something where, number one, I'm a lot of times thinking about Los Angeles. This is a global freaking platform. Like, you are everywhere. And for you to just have people with all of this positive reinforcement all the time is freaking mind-blowing. So to even like conceptualize, like, people are like actually following me. Okay, like people are like coming back. Like, it's just a whole thing to even get used to, because it's just different. A DJ career is not is a very hard one to pursue. So just the vibe on Twitch and all of that stuff has just been, it's been so crazy. And then you realize, okay, it's not really about the followers per se, because you have to still be your best self and like do a good set. It's more about those things, the behind the scenes. So all that other stuff, you're like, okay, that's awesome, but it's not really about that. It's more so about the quality of the stream, because that's what creates other things. Because let's be clear, Twitch is taking their money. We're not getting all the money. So what's been working for me is just, the relationships and things that are coming out of the Twitch thing, not so much even the followers per se. It's just the relationships that I'm building, finding new DJs that I did not know existed in Los Angeles, having people actually see me and say, oh my God, you're freaking dope, that I've been wanting to connect with. And also, Twitch is also on the other side been very telling. There's been a lot of people that I follow, and it was a bunch of pretty pictures and brand deals, and they can't DJ. Yeah, you finally see them on the stream, and it's not sounding as amazing as you thought it would, or it's boring, because everybody is not cut out to be a streamer. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Less about the followers and definitely more about the journey for me because it's a lot going on with
Yeah, I
this
love that.
Twitch stuff for real.
Yeah, it's so true. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of cool connections happening from people on Twitch that I'm like, oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that people knew each other and they're like collaborating. And even in the
yeah,
chat box, you see people rating other people, and you're like, oh wow, it's really cool to see the love and connection that can happen. But I mean, that's I really think the key to being successful as a DJ. And we've said this before, but you have to understand that community over competition always, because you cannot sit here and just be
Hmm.
hating on everybody. You have to show love and you have to receive love, and that's the way that you grow in this career. Because you can only be so many places at once, and
Absolutely.
you're gonna need other people, and you need advice. And just like all of us were at different places in the Twitch journey, we all use each other for different things as
exactly.
well. You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
important to keep that like totally 100%. I mean, and that's why if you're on Twitch too, like, and you're a DJ watching another DJ, approach that chat box with love. And I mean, that's like, you really should always just be like, hey, that's a fire set. Oh, this is my jam. Da, da, da. Like, there's no reason to come in there and say that you would do it better, or you do it different, or you use this equipment, or, I mean, it's because it's not about you. You're there to show love to that DJ, and that DJ will return the favor. So I think that's really important too to understand about that. I mean, it's a community overall. I mean, DJing itself, but especially Twitch too.
And you
Yeah.
don't know the workload for the streaming. Like you can say that you would do it this way and you would do it that way, but I've had a couple of DJ friends that have, did streaming and they're like, "Oh, this is overwhelming. It's a lot more
Yeah.
work than what I thought, and
Oh
I don't really
yeah.
want to do
Oh,
this." It's not easy. Like KrisCut was saying,
oh
I'm
yeah. It's
juggling
not.
18 things behind the scenes, and although
Hmm.
it seems seamless that I can still beat match and transition into another
Mhm.
song and tell you hello and how is your dog and let me tell you who won. And now we got the bingo. All of it looks so easy, but it's not easy. That's why we are exhausted after all of these streams because it's so much. It like literally takes over your life. And if you have a husband, a partner, a friend that's helping you, it's like Twitch is the main entree on it's like we're working, our lives revolve around the damn Twitch streams.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's why I personally am only part-time on Twitch.
yeah.
I find myself maybe streaming once a week because I know that like it takes for me, my little stream that I have right now, I don't have very many graphics or green screens and stuff. So I can imagine how hard that can be. But when I do my little one stream, I'm like, oh goodness, one stream a week. If people were like,
Yeah.
Christina, they're like, we haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you back. I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be making a schedule, but I don't know. I have a full-time job as well.
Yeah.
So I literally am trying to juggle everything, but also I love Twitch when I get on because I get so much love from the people who come into my stream and it does feel good. So I just had to chime in on that. I can imagine for you guys that have all the moving parts happening behind you with my little lights that I turn on and off type of thing,
I know, and that's true. You do have. She's actually working. Well, she's on her. We'll say she's in case her boss. She's on her lunch break.
I literally have my computers right.
But if you need to get back, feel free to pop out whenever. Your time.
Yeah, I'll pop out. I'll probably stay on for a little about more 10 more minutes because I'm enjoying this conversation. So my job it'll be here when I get done.
Okay, she's working. If anybody's watching, she's working. But speaking of jobs, so let's talk about, because monetization is a part of it and everything like that. Now, I'm curious, would you guys say your day job or dive in full time, or is there a way to making money at Twitch? Let's KrisCut, let's start with you because I think you were the OG Twitcher out of all four of us here.
Okay, so I'll tell you my stats right now. I'm actually I'll tell you how many hours I've done in just from January 1st to now. I played for 114 hours and 21 minutes.
Damn.
Wow.
Just for this month, and that's just like my on-screen time. That's not like
Damn,
the,
girl.
I have to get ready. Let me prepare new music. So just letting you know, this has become my full-time job, but doesn't feel like a job. You know what I mean? Which is amazing. There are days though where I'm like, should I stream? Should I not? Because I do have 4 consistent days, and the rest I just pop up here and there. So shout out to a lot of my mods that are in the chat that are like, oh crap, she's here for a team no sleep, which I start around between 10 p.m. and midnight Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes we go to I've gone to 10 in the morning. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
Whoa.
So shout out to them. But I'm saying 114 hours in 27 days. I actually I kind of laughed at myself. I'm like, dang.
Wow.
But then I want to let you know too that when I look at the stats, the income for me luckily has been reflecting how much work I've been putting in. So compared to other months, I'll go, okay, well, like last month I could tell you guys. So just know, like, yeah, it is possible, especially if you have a strong community, because, to be honest, it's the community that supports you. It's the people in the chat. They're the ones subbing to you. They're the ones throwing bits at you. So then last month I did 106 hours and, 83 hours in October to November. But, some months are going to be better than others. It's not a stable thing, to be honest, because you're going to like lose, subscriptions, like I said, or you may be like somebody that usually comes in and usually is really loves your vibe and loves you, will like take care of you and give you like bigger tips. Sometimes they don't show up the next week or the next month. They get busy, they fall off. So, it's a constantly, it's possible. Like I said, I've been doing it full time since, June, July. So I could tell you it's possible to make a living, but I don't want people to think like it's easy, because it's not. It's definitely is not easy, and the money gets recycled. Like AK says, it goes back into your streams. You find, buy more music, buy more equipment. I had to buy a PC. So, but for me, which has been full time, I did go back to work in real life, but honestly, like I had 3 gigs for January, and 2 of them got canceled. One because of weather, and one because no more need. So, this has been my livelihood, and it's such a blessing to know that there are people, that are still, they're lucky and they're fortunate that they're working full time, that they can come in and hang out in your channel and donate $5 to you or subscribe to you. And that's so powerful, like for us streamers. I can't even emphasize enough to people in the chat. Thank you guys. Because, like, that's like, that's their hard-earned money that they're giving to us because they appreciate us and they want to support us.
Well, give it up, because you can't go nowhere in the world and see a DJ for 30 days for $6. So give it up. I want every dollar.
Say it again.
See, DJ, some people can't afford to honestly buy bits, or they don't have it set up, but man, they'll hang out with you. Like I have my day ones, like maybe they don't, have the means to give like any kind of financial support, but the presence in your channel is
and the hosting is great.
I love that.
Hosting is amazing.
Yeah.
They're so supportive of you, and I get kind of emotional thinking about it, because man, 7 months ago, I was like, oh yeah, I was so shy. I hated talking on the mic. Like I hate all that stuff. Like I've evolved as a person because of streams and my personality and showing people who I am. Because when you're seeing a DJ in the club, you don't get to talk to them. You don't get to be like
hold off in the corner usually.
We're holed up in the corner. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, virtual events definitely make you have to be a better DJ and MC, especially because you have to put your best foot forward, because all eyes are on you, whereas as a DJ at a club, you're kind of in the background. Virtually, you're like right there and everything like that. So absolutely. But I just want to give a shout out to the people trying to give tax advice in the chat box. Quit stream as a tax write-off. I don't know if that's going to work. And the outfit, somebody said they want to write off their outfits for their Twitch stream. Possibly.
Oh my God.
Is that Chris?
I'm writing mine off.
Listen, oh wow. I see you, Pip. I want to say hi, Pip. How you doing, boo?
I need something back on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Writing off the Hennessy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to. I forgot last time I bought some tequila, and I go, they go, do you want a receipt? And I go, no. And I go, shit, I forgot. I was like, I gotta rip that off because I'm using that on my stream.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we're not giving legal tax advice, just disclaimers.
Yeah,
so
we're just saying.
But we're just saying.
Throw that disclaimer in there.
People in the chat box say it sounds fun. Hey, I'm not discouraging. That's not so cool. So that's where. So Chris, I want to say you've killed it, and so I know you get emotional talking about, but just so you know, it's the hard work you put in that warranted all those results you had. So like I like. Shout out to all your followers and like that, but really you put in the work that got those followers. So you just keep doing you and keep killing it. But that was like literally all you. And I know you had, your husband behind the scenes, and and he's great. I've met him before. And she's been team No Sleep before virtual events. I spent all night in bed with her, and I was even looking at her like, girl, do you go to bed? But with that being said, you're absolutely killing it. So it's all you, and you just keep doing you, and I think it's just going to keep doing better. And then in AK-47 too, you have an amazing personality, and when you're on there, you just like naturally roll with it. Seriously, like when I watch your streams, I feel like I'm in the and I think personality and charisma has something really to do with that. And I think that a lot of people Twitch is going to make you really have to understand, who you are. So that's great.
Yeah.
But AK, have you had the same kind of luck in terms of monetization with your channel yet? Or are you still?
It's been good. Yeah, they've been blessing the girl. It's been good. But it's not the money that I would make in real life if you just want me to be totally honest, especially not for the hours that I'm putting in, the hours outside of the stream for prep work, meetings for ideas, tinkering around, trying to get this stuff to work, downloading music, prepping sets. No, it's not. I'm not getting comp. I mean, just to be straight out, but the money is coming in, and just to be able to not have to leave your house and the money comes in is definitely a blessing. But it's still not the same money. We work hard. Like KrisCut, 100 and something hours. Like, girl, that's you literally. If you factor that in for like 4-hour sets and jobs, you really be working like 28 days out of the month in order to do that. It's a lot of work, but all of my tribe that keeps me and holds me down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a team effort. Shout out to my mod squad in the chat. Alana, Piff, Lucrative, my VIPs, RTX, and Steven. Like, these are the people that keep it going. I don't really focus. I don't even check the payouts. Lucrative is always telling me, did you get your money? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it's there. They owe me money. It will be there. I just find that I'm so focused on these people, connecting with these people, doing a good job on my set, just doing a better job on the stream than I did before. Like KrisCut said, it is pretty eye-opening into yourself. It's like Twitch is a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really see. Like, I have to tell myself sometimes, watch your face, girl, because my facial expressions, it's like they can see you, boo. You're not in the corner in a dark club at a stream. Sometimes stuff goes awry, and I'm like, girl, they can see you doing all of that. People, like, get it together, because I'm pretty emotional. I'm pretty expressive. And like you said, it's like my personality hasn't really affected my job ever, because I'm usually not the one that's on display. I'm just there to do a job. I'm kind of a lot of times DJs in the background, you know what I mean? More, not as much when you do your corporate gigs, because they like to make a big deal out of the DJ. They'll build you a DJ booth, and this and that. So it's a different thing with that. But usually we're just one of the silent people that make it all work, because you can't really have a party without music. Even if you had alcohol, it's still not a party without music.
Absolutely.
It's definitely different to kind of look at yourself and people still rocking with you. I can be a little, I'm an acquired taste. I'm kind of like Jen. I can be a little short sometimes my tone of voice, because I just say things straight out. And it's not to put anyone off. It's not to turn anyone off. But DJs, we are human beings. We have thoughts outside of music. We have personalities. We have, we're in a pandemic. I'm sure a lot of us have been affected by people getting COVID or whatever. You don't know what's going on. So it's very interesting to kind of have to monitor all of that and the music and be of service to people, because it's a different type of, access that people have to you streaming. A lot of people want to talk to you. They want you to know that they followed you in other places. They want you to respond. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're the only ones sending you messages. It's like, I got 45 of these messages and I still have to get a clip from my stream to post, to promote the next stream. And I still have to work out my schedule, and I still got to respond to this email for this person that wants to work with me. So never envy or covet what other people have, because you have no idea how hard it is to live that life, to do that job. Focus on you and what you bring to the table and what your specialness can add to the pot. Not on me, not on KrisCut, not on Ohla and what we're doing, because that works for us. Focus on you. You are the main key to the piece of the pie.
Yeah, that's great.
Love that.
That was a word. For real.
That was great. And Ohla, so you're not even you're super new, so you're not on the mountain. You're hopefully maybe there at one point, but you're still probably on the newer track, I'm assuming, in terms of all of
Yeah. I am. I am an affiliate. I have gotten a couple of checks, so thank God for
Oh,
that.
nice. Okay.
But again, I still have a full time job, so I find time when I find time to stream. It's usually on the weekends, and I have, I haven't quite worked up to having too many people in my stream. So as of now, it's been very steady. But I like the fact that I have like a close knit community. Like Piff is one of them. RTX pops in. Like I appreciate them because they're usually coming in anytime I stream, at least for a little bit. And I think my focus is just doing a good set, playing the music that makes me feel good, but also makes the people who come into my stream feel good as well. And so, yeah, just I'm still trying to build it up, but I appreciate hearing what KrisCut and what AK has to say, because it's something to put in. It's a lot of work that goes into the scenes or behind the scenes. And so I'm still a student myself, even though I have my own stream and things of that nature.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a work in progress. I mean, DJing itself, I've said this 1,000 times before, but DJing itself, never think you're an expert, because you never will be an expert. There's always something new to learn.
Always the student.
Always.
Oh my
Always
God.
something.
Every time that I really fudged something up and it was like, girl, because you thought, always the student. Like, I promise you, like, if I can take away anything from this whole streaming experience, is just like the amount of things that you would be surprised how many different things other people know. Yeah. And when you're making these connections, and people will just give you information because they want to see you do better. They want to see you win. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of amazing. Like the whole process. Like, I just try to always remember, girl, there's always something to learn. You don't know everything, and I feel like pre-pandemic, I kind of got into a lull. I felt like I got it. I went from showing up to a gig 2.5 hours early to set up, to being like, oh, I can show up there in 45 minutes and or prepping every single set, being meticulous about mapping, to being like, I don't need to put cue points in the entire song. Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good enough to, do this or that. And I'm just learning, like, I mean, I was good, but I've gotten better since I've been streaming. Like, this is literally 10,000 hours. I'm putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? And it is showing up in other ways. And it's just been pretty freaking amazing to kind of watch yourself start at one place, and the confidence, and just, it's more than just the DJing, the streaming for me.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's amazing to see everybody's journey too. And like I said, even from the start of the pandemic, just to watch DJs I know and just seeing them evolve, and just the amazing things they're doing. And I mean, like I said, everybody's at a different level, and you can learn from everybody. And I think it's really important to always kind of stay humble and understand, that and just like I said before, like we're all in this together. We're all a community. Stay with the, an abundance mind frame. Just know there's enough for everybody. Don't try to
absolutely
out there. And even that on this group here, we all work together. We would all refer to each other, and I think that's really important in order to be successful. And you guys are all killing it, and I cannot wait to do this again next time with you guys, because you guys are just abundance of information, and I love these so much. It gives me, every time I leave, I'm like, I'm so motivated, and then I don't. But next time, right.
You have an excuse. You're booked in real life, so
I know. I try. But I just want to say, first of all, we're kind of wrapping up on the eye here, but you guys are amazing. We really appreciate your knowledge. You guys in the chat box, you guys have been amazing. Thank you for all your questions and your tax advice. We appreciate all of that. But since we're wrapping up here, let's give you guys some kind of like final words, and just any kind of like tips, or I know we kind of already touched on it, but any kind of tips, motivational things you would give people to hold them over for the next few weeks until the next DJ discussion. Ohla, since you're new here, let's start with you. What do you want to tell people, and let us know where to find you too on social media and your Twitch channel.
Okay. So on social media, all across all the platforms, I'm at DJ Ohla, OHLA. On the screen, you can see that. And then Twitch is twitch.tv /DJ Ohla. I think that's how it goes, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess the tip that I can give, I think it took me a while to get set up, but like I think we talked about it earlier, is just if you are interested in trying to stream on Twitch, just go. Like they were saying earlier, you can just have your iPhone, set up your iPhone, get you an iRig, plug it in, and just just start and then build on your stream after that and learn those things as you go along. Because if you don't, I mean, I guess you might just be sitting there and wishing that you were on Twitch. I kind of, maybe this is going out to you, Keelez, because you were going to come on Twitch soon. but don't be so. I'm basically saying don't be so, like I was very nervous. I don't like being on microphones. Lord knows I hate a freaking microphone for real. Yep. But I'm learning and I'm building on that skill set. I'm not there yet, but just put yourself out there and try it, That's the advice I have for this one.
I know somebody's saying to start the live button. Listen, it's a matter of finding time to hit that go live button and everything. I mean, just like everybody said, even the hour's exhausting. I mean, and it's true. And it's like trying to find that time in between, even if just a day job or DJing, whatever anybody's doing. I mean, it's a matter of, it's just prioritizing. Same with like losing, weight. You have to actually get to the gym, right? If you're going to do it, or else kind of talk about it. Same with that. So I'll take the hits, everybody. I will take the hits. You know what? I get it. I will take it. You can call me DJ disappear, whatever. It's all good. I get it. But don't call me that on social media. So just so you guys know, I'm DJ Keelez. On Instagram. I'm on Twitch too. Follow me. Give me that motivation. DM me on Instagram and say, why are you here to be on Twitch? Do that. AK, how can we find you, and what final words do you have for the people?
I'm the real DJ AK47 everywhere. Makes it pretty easy on Twitch, on Instagram. I'm not really I don't do the Twitter or anything like that, but I guess my final thing would be just for me, just focus on having good sets. Focus on your transitions, focus on your blends, focus on connecting to the music. When you're having a good time on your stream, when you are connecting to the music, when you're intentional about what you are playing, then people can connect to you. If you start there, then all the other things will just be a natural, organic thing. Because I'm kind of tired of seeing people chasing the road to 3K, 5K, partner, this, that, and the music still ain't good. Hey, let's start there. Like I will say, just do that. And a shout out to all my supporters in the chat. Shout out to Brandon Blaine for the follow. I appreciate you. I got some of my people in the chat talking about, I feel like we need a pop-up. No, she needs a nap. Not a pop-up.
Don't hurt her. She can't do much.
She's off this week, right?
Yeah. That's what I've been doing too. Self-care. I take the last week of every month off. I started this month. I just take it off. I don't do any streams. If I do an interview or something, cool. But I take the entire Monday to that Friday off for myself because Lord Jesus, KrisCut, she knows the hours that she's putting in. I'm like, I am not sure how your husband is still smiling with you because this be working, like working.
He's a pretty smiley guy, naturally, I think.
Team naps, yes. Team need naps for sure.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta leave them wanting more. Always leave them wanting more, right? That's what they tell you. So you're not doing. You gotta. All right. So KrisCut, what about you? What do you got for us?
So much love again for everybody. Just the fact that we are all on this platform and everyone like, oh, this is the new normal. Brad from QSC we're actually preparing ourselves for when things, if they do go back to normal, we are better DJs, we're better people, we can interact, a lot better than when we first started. Like, I had no idea. I might be able to actually be an MC and MC my own gigs now, because before I hated my work. I'm like, hey, is this thing on? Like, stuff like that. Like, I was terrible at mic work and terrible being in front of people. But I guess the other thing I would leave it with, touching on what AK said, is the music for me, honestly, for my growth, music is secondary. It's become family. It's become the chat room, who you can see when you come in the chat. But I'm still able to DJ. Luckily, like, I can still beat match and blend and talk and do all these things, like you said, multitask. But what it really comes down to is, I'm going to get to hang out with my community today. So whenever I feel like a day that I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired, I'm like, well, I want to see them. I want to be with them. I want, maybe they're having a bad day. And you don't know that. You can't see that stuff.
Right.
Maybe just wants your presence. They want your positive energy. So, like, I was like, ooh, am I going to eat after this and do a pop-up? I probably will. like, I'm already ready. Like, all the stuff is already here. But, like, just being able to do something like this, connect with you ladies, like, on this level too, and like grow together. And I'm still constantly learning. I'm still, I feel like I'm still a newbie. Some people have been on like Twitch for years. We're not
I
even a year.
know. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Twitch for
People
yeah. Actually,
celebrating
I was gonna
2,
be a
3
poker
years.
player. I was like, I used to play a lot of poker, and I saw poker players on Twitch. I'm like, maybe I should look into this thing. So I had an account a while ago,
Oh
and
wow.
then I was
Okay.
like, oh, But yeah, I knew about Twitch quite a while ago. But anyway, my takeaway is just do what works for you, for your community, and don't put pressure on yourself to be like somebody else. Just get on board, do it for yourself mainly, because not only are we helping other people like with music therapy, we're helping ourselves to keep our mental health, mental stability stuff.
Yeah.
Like
That's a big one.
so, yeah,
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
huge.
yeah.
Absolutely. And,
So,
I know I don't do Twitch, but I do virtual events just for you and I. So I do virtual events for like, private events, corporate functions, all that good stuff. So the advice I want to give everybody out there trying to get into virtual events or Twitch is understand that virtual events it's a whole different ballgame. It's a different level of pressure. It's a different knowledge skill set. But one thing I would say is you have to understand things are beyond your control, right? So as you guys saw here, I had some technical difficulties. Something was happening with my internet. I don't know what, I couldn't do it, but you have to just kind of roll with it and understand, don't let it affect your performance. You got to just kind of keep it moving, play with it. I mean, that goes for live shows, but virtually speaking. But also with that being said, make sure you have fail safes in order so that you can get right back live as quickly as you possibly can. But what I would just say is just, understand things are beyond your control. You can only do but so much. Always strive to do your best, but don't beat yourself up if things don't go 100% the way that, you expected them to be, because that's how life works. And that's what makes us better people and better DJs all around. So I just want to put that out there. And again, thank everybody so much for taking the time to be with us, and you guys in the chat box saying, let's do this again. I will be back here in February, and I hope that my panel of lovely ladies will be back with me. We'll discuss on email, but we're going to be back here in February. I hope you guys join us. Thank you guys so much once again. I'm DJ Keelez. We have Ohla, the real DJ, DJ KrisCut. Shout out to the Bullets, the KrisCut Fries. And I don't have any cool names for my fans. Ohla, are your fans named anything?
I just call them my boos. I'm very simple. I see you guys, man, in the chat. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out. Y'all been really, really sweet today.
Awesome.
All of you too.
Yeah, and then most importantly, shout out to QSC for having us. Thank you guys so
yes,
much. QSC.
Shout out. Yes.
Guys, if you need to step your speaker game up, QSC is amazing. They also do mixers and a lot of live audio stuff. So check them out for all of that great quality stuff that will last forever. I have some QSC speakers that I've had for years, and I'm telling you, you can throw those bad boys on a flight of stairs, and they probably would still. I don't recommend it, but I can guarantee they probably would still work. But shout out to QSC. We love you. We love you, fans. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that's going to do it for us, guys, right?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Bye. Have a good one, everybody.